What's your life goal, and have you achieved it?
Yeah, I married you.
Aw, gross.
You really need to go out there and make sure the whole world hates you. Oh, perfect.
My butthole is all over the internet.
A fine wine. She keeps me in the basement and pulls me out when she needs me.
If I drink Sambuca, he's getting it.
I bought a case.
You can tell a lot about a person by the way their tits, pussy, or dick looks.
You come near my cheeks and it's not going to be a good day for you, homie. This is going to be special.
Welcome to the Two Onions podcast with Dani Daniels.
And Vic.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Two Onions podcast. Thanks.
No
I'm
problem.
Dani Daniels, and as you can hear from his sassy tone, Vic is here as well.
He's always
I
here.
want you to do the intro.
I don't do intros.
God, you're so annoying.
I am.
I thought we'd mix it up this episode, like every 10 episodes or so. Kind of do like just a one-on-one.
Yes.
This,
We can answer your questions and once again prove that we're really married and not
talk
in Ghana.
about. Oh God, can you you can't go 5 seconds without talking about Ghana or LA.
Yeah, because I hate them both.
Anyway, but I wanted to do an episode. We want to do an episode where it was just us, so that we could talk about what's going on, what's up, a little check-in. Because when we have guests, we tend to talk
focus
all
on the
about them.
guests.
And I want attention. God damn it!
I don't want attention.
Talk about me.
You can have attention.
Follow me on TikTok. I want to promote shit.
59 seconds in and already we got the first shameless promo. Hey, just in case you were wondering, we're also at the comic strip and our guy Adam's right over there.
Two.
So
We
let's
should do
get
an
all of
episode
the
where we
promos.
just count all the promo. What is that? 2?
That's
there
3.
We go.
I
Oh,
got
that's
Adam
3.
in
That's
this
3.
too. Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, so right before we went on air.
I think Adam's on the 1s and 2s over there, right?
Oh my God.
That's
Right before we went, this is such a disaster already. Right before we went on air, you were saying.
Oh yeah, that was
You were talking about something you saw.
yeah. I actually went to the Walgreens today. I had to pick up
The Walgreens?
the Walgreens. Yes, for those of you who don't live in this area, it's our version.
No, you
of
just call it
CVS.
Walgreens.
No, it's the Walgreens.
It's not the. There's no the.
There's a the. I went to the Walgreens. You know,
It would be
not
a
to,
Walgreens.
I went to the
is
one that was
for
like
one
the biggie.
Walgreens. There's
Well, that
more
was the
than
one that I
one.
went to. That one. That was
The OG
Walgreens. The OG
Walgreens in,
Walgreens.
like-
As a matter of fact, Mr. Walgreen was standing there shaking people's hands as we went in. He said, "Hey, how's it going? This is my Walgreens."
Okay. Anyway.
Anyway, so I came across. I'm walking through and I see Cetaphil wipes, and I'm like, I wonder how you can make a wipe look like cum.
Like the soap.
Yeah, and as those of you who did not see
I'm
Dinner
so
with
confused.
Danny,
He literally said this right before. This is not how I wanted to start the show.
Dinner with Danny.
That's 5.
We're good.
I think-
There was an
Probably
entire
can't even count to
episode
5.
discussing how Cetaphil, the soap, is used to imitate cum on the sets of
Yes.
porn.
Yes, I've had
So-
many a Cetaphil on my face and in my mouth, and in my pussy, and in my butt. Well, not in my butt, but on my butt.
At least it's clean.
Anyway,
But I was as I passed through and saw the
cleansing.
wipes, I was going to send you a photo and go, "Gee, I wonder if you can make wipes look like cum
well,
too."
how does that even work? I want to buy some.
Don't look at
Like,
me.
do you like whore bath yourself and it like lathers up? And
I guess.
What in the fuck?
So again, I'm still trying to figure out how we make a wipe look
It's
like cum.
it's like a baby wipe.
Are you going to keep stepping on what I'm saying? Yes,
No,
it's a
yes,
baby
it was-
wipe.
It wasn't a good joke,
It
so
was
I
a
was
wipe.
trying to save you.
I just want to keep saying it until you stop, and I will get it out.
Hey, what did you say?
Forget it. Anyway, the Cetaphil wipes, I guess, they were sitting at the counter right next to the Tide pens, which I thought was kind of an interesting combination.
What?
I-
I'm buying
Cetaphil's
some.
making some
I'm
wipes
gonna use
now.
some in my hoe show.
And you can get it at the Walgreens.
God, it's not. Is that where you buy? Okay, I need to know. I've been in New York for 3 years.
Yeah.
Where do you buy pumpkins here? This is going to
Anywhere.
be too late now when this comes out, but it's all right before Halloween.
Usually there's a guy on a corner with
yeah,
pumpkins.
but like you're not going to carry home a pumpkin.
You carry home a Christmas tree. You make me do it every
make
year.
you
Everybody
do
on
it.
Snapchat has seen this every year for 3 years.
For those
do
of
you, do you not
that
think you can
don't
carry
know,
a pumpkin?
We have a Christmas tradition
No,
where
we do
I-
not have a Christmas tradition. You have a tradition.
I go to the bodega.
We go
Which,
to the
for
bodega.
those of you that don't know, a bodega is like a grocery store, but like 7-Eleven style.
Bodega in New York
It's,
City
you
is
know-
a place you can get a condom, a ham, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Yeah, it's a
shoe
7-Eleven.
polish, and a soda.
Yeah.
It's like-
Anyway, and so
and
during
Christmas trees.
during Christmas, they have Christmas trees on the street, and I want one. So I buy one. So I go, okay, let's go get a Christmas tree. And he's like, okay, we'll get a small one because at the time we were in a very small apartment. And I proceed to pick the largest one.
It's 7
on the
feet,
side.
3 inches tall. It has
It
got the
doesn't fit. The first
circumference
year-
of Jupiter.
The first year that we did this, I got a tree so big that we couldn't walk through our hallway. We had to like side shuffle to go to the bathroom for like a month and a half. So Vic always gets stuck carrying it home.
And it's become a Snapchat.
Yeah, and I
wonder.
document it and laugh at him, and he gets really mad, and he usually like pulls his shoulder, and it's just become a tradition. Now we
Yes.
do it every year.
Which you can watch on her Snapchat, which is
Wait, I just got a new one. What's my new one?
Danny Natangana.
Danny Natangana.
Danny Natangana would
I was
be
like,
her
wait.
Snapchat. That would be shameless promo number 6. We are 5 minutes and 13 seconds into this
Jeez.
episode. I
All
love
right,
it.
so but pumpkins.
Same thing.
But I want like 7 pumpkins.
Okay, then if
So
I
I
were
have-
you, I would find 7 people to carry them home.
But like I want to go pick a pumpkin, like
Pick
in
a pumpkin?
like a pumpkin patch.
Where do you
I
think
want
they
a
go-
pumpkin patch.
Where do you think they have
experience.
pumpkin patch on 5th
I'm
and 38th
asking
Street?
you because I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
right across from Rockefeller Center. There's this little garden.
Dude,
no,
You put a goddamn ice rink there. You're not gonna
But they
put a
don't just-
pumpkin patch with like
no.
a pony and a goat
no,
and like
that's-
30 pumpkins.
no. You got to go to like Staten Island or something. You got to go.
Are you kidding? There's no pumpkin
there's
patches
no place
here.
to actually-
What about Brooklyn? Brooklyn has shit like that.
There's no place
Hipsters and pumpkin
to
patches.
pull off on the side of the road and pick a pumpkin in Manhattan.
No, but you're not gonna pull over. But like you like go pick out your pumpkin and you like take it home. And,
Yeah,
like,
it's called the stand that has pumpkins. It's
But
like
those ones are
you're not
small.
gonna go out.
I'm a
in
pumpkin
Manhattan.
size queen, and I want a goddamn big
Well,
pumpkin,
you got
and
a
I want to
big
carve
Christmas
it.
tree. you
I
know,
know.
you
That's
got
what
a
I'm saying.
big
They have big
pumpkin.
Christmas trees, so why don't they have big pumpkins?
Well, what can I tell you? Shit happens.
I'm
They have big
disappointed.
pumpkins. You can get big pumpkins. You're just not gonna go pick it.
I have not seen one. I've only seen these little tiny bullshit pumpkins that you can't even carve because there's no what.
You go 2 square feet out of our apartment on any given day.
I don't
Literally go
Look,
across the street, go
You don't
down
know
2
what I
blocks,
do
and you will see
during
it.
the day. I have a second life
Have a second life.
where I go look for pumpkin patches. You don't know. You don't know my.
You're obviously not looking very
Damn
hard
it.
because if
I
you
just
go
wanna
2
carve
blocks down,
pumpkins and like live
and
my
in-
best Instagram life, and I can't fucking do that.
you'll find one. It'll come to you.
If anyone knows where a pumpkin patch is in New York, please message me on Instagram, which is AKA Dani Daniels 7.
7 plugs in 7 minutes.
All right,
That's good.
so that's not how I want to start the show. I'm disappointed.
I'm pretty sure we lost most of the viewers at this point anyway, but
But so let's do a check-in. What have we been doing, babe? We moved.
we moved. Thank God.
We moved. We made it through 11 episodes.
We made it through 11 episodes, well moving and
We're still married.
purchasing a place without murdering each other. And more importantly, all of the people involved in the purchase, which is excessive.
Yeah,
And after
that's the end of that.
But as we were moving and in the
That's-
process of purchasing a place, we decided to go to England at least 3 times.
What do you
France.
mean
Well, you were with me.
we? Yeah. Who decided?
You? I decided to go to
You
the
wanted
Yankee
to go
game.
to a Spurs game.
I decided to go to the Yankee game. You decided that we had to go drink every bottle of scotch in Scotland, which was a lot of
Yes.
fun
First of all, that's true. I celebrated my 30th birthday.
in style.
I almost said birthday. My
Birthday.
birthday. God, this is a disaster. And so we decided to go to Scotland. I always leave the country for my birthday every year. It's like a thing I do. And we went to Scotland and we like drank ourselves silly for 3 weeks. I think we drank all of the scotch.
And then realized when we were bringing scotch back, we had to do it in 2 trips.
Well, you're going too fast. First of all, I was going to say we started the trip having breakfast scotch and doing tours at 10 a.m. and getting
What's wrong with that?
hammered.
We actually figured it out. When we went to Isla, which those of you who don't know, our dogs, and one of our dogs' names is Isla. When we went to Isla, the lovely people at Lefroy gave us a great tour, and we went around. We went around to a bunch of different places, and by 6 o'clock, we had 30 drams of
Yeah.
scotch.
That's
And
like not exaggerating.
And that's not even a
Each.
joke. Yeah, each. And for
And we
some,
didn't eat all
yeah,
day.
for some incredible reason, we
'Cause
were still
we're
able to
amateurs.
function as human beings. We're not amateurs, we're professionals. We
Oh
made
my
it through that without a problem
God.
and bought clothing in the process.
It was just, yeah. So we spent 3 weeks
in
touring
Scotland.
around Scotland drinking. And my favorite part of the trip was the fact that we knew you're only allowed to bring back about, on average, 5 bottles. It's like, what, 5 liters? But
Yeah.
it's
5 liters, you have to pay some
750
tariffs, blah, blah, blah,
milliliters
yeah.
for a bottle-ish. So it's really like 5 bottles, unless you drink half of it, and then it's 5.5.
Yeah.
And we had no self-control, and we bought 22 bottles of Scotch.
Luckily, we have
We
friends.
literally bought 5, and we're like, okay, we can only bring back 10, so we need to like be careful about what we do. And the next distillery, we bought 5 more.
Yeah.
The next distillery, we bought 2 more.
And then, you know,
And it
in
just
for a
ended
penny,
up
in for a
being
pound.
We're like, well, we're already over the limit, so then we
What
just
the hell?
fucking couldn't stop buying them.
Yeah, but all the stuff we got was awesome. So.
Yeah, but then we had to like schlep all this back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot. It was interesting. Yeah, there were fragile boxes, and it was wonderful. And then we realized, well, we can't bring it all back. And luckily, we were going back to England. We were going back to London in 2 weeks. So we shipped.
Don't tell them how to drug mule back whiskey.
We're not going to get. We shipped it within the
Give
UK
away.
to friends of ours in London who. When I texted,
I don't know
when
if
I
this is a
texted
legal
this
thing.
friend,
I don't
no,
think we
it's-
should be
it's
talking about
There is
this.
absolutely nothing illegal about shipping Scotch from one end of England to another. We shipped it to London to a very dear friend of ours who I texted and said, hey, we bought a few extra bottles of Scotch. Do you mind if you store it for us for 2 weeks? When we come see you, we can bring it back with us. And she was like, no problem. And then, you know, when it showed up, she posted a photo of the 2 giant boxes of Scotch that showed up at her place that she was kind enough to hold for 2 weeks, and then we brought it back
Then
with
we
us.
drug muled it back.
Yeah.
I put it in my butt.
Yeah. Yes.
Bottle in a butt.
Bottle in
Each
the butt.
trip.
Each trip.
Working on it. What was your favorite distillery?
I don't know. We had a bunch of good ones. Bolveni was great.
Yeah.
We
Why?
had
Tell
a
the class.
we had an
Tell
amazing
everyone here.
we had an amazing tour, and it was our tour guide was great, and we got to taste a lot of really cool stuff. Oban Kellum, the distillery manager, actually took us on a specific distillery manager's tour.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Oban is run by literally 7 people.
Literally.
If you don't include their tour staff, I think they have 18 people on staff that do tours. They have 7 people that make the Scotch.
And they literally cannot grow, so they are at their peak amount of bottles that they can.
Yeah,
send out in any
they
given
can't grow because they're in this middle of a town named Oban, and everyone is built around them, and there's literally nowhere to expand.
Yeah.
So they have a cap. They get really creative with the way they make whiskey without going too in depth.
It was pretty awesome, and we got to try some distillery blend and some stuff on site. And we got a private tour with this distillery manager. It took us from soup to nuts on how to make Scotch. It was great. And then
lots of drinking.
And lots of drinking. And then we went to Isla, and our good friends in Isla took care of us.
Yeah, Bunnahabhain was my favorite.
Bunnahabhain
They were
was
all
awesome.
good, but Bunnahabhain, like.
Oh no, I don't. You know, Colin at Bunnahabhain and Barry at Lafroig. We're throwing it out to you guys.
What is that?
Awesome.
What are we at? Like 11?
Yeah, or awesome. They were great. They were
All the
amazing
shout-outs.
tour guides. They helped us out. They became friends actually in the process. And then we tripped into Kilhoman, which I fell in love with.
Yeah, you were like.
I was like
really into.
I tripped into it because of some bartender in Skye, of all places, said, hey, dude, you should try this dram. And it was awesome. And I'd never heard of Kilhoman. And we went, and they were also great. It was a great tour. And the really cool thing about that place is it's the only place we were at that actually bottles it on site.
Yeah, they had a bottling plant. It was really cool.
Bottling. And they do one Scotch that's 100% Isla, which means everything from the water to the barley to the malting to the bottling is all done on Isla, and it's the only one that does it. So
I think there's 4 in Scotland, and that's the only Isla one.
that malts on the floor. Yeah.
No, that from the start to finish, I think there's 4.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think they're the only.
Malting, I know there's 2 on Isla.
There's 2 on Isla.
Lafroig does it.
Lafroig does it, and
But anyway.
yeah. So
I'm surprised we remember this much because of how much we were drinking.
drank a lot of Scotch. And
But it was fun. We
Yeah.
golfed. We did
golfed.
a couple other things.
we golfed. Yeah, we had
We
had
saw
Scottish caddies. That was
We
even
did.
awesome. Yeah,
We did.
My Scottish caddy at
You
some
can't-
point in time yelled at me, which was the best day of my
They
life.
don't do golf carts in Scotland unless you have like a medical condition, which we do not. And
well, after all that Scotch we did.
and so we have to walk the course, which was interesting.
It was pretty awesome.
Because I'm lazy.
That was a good day. That was a great Castle Stewart.
Yeah.
A great golf course. It was
Mhm.
really a lot of fun. So, Scotland is gorgeous. I mean, there's really, no matter where you go, you pull over, you see beautiful waterfalls, you see mountains. It's really a stunning countryside. And then, what was the castle?
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned Edinburgh yet.
Yeah, I was getting that way. What was the castle
You're
that we
going
went to? Yeah, I'm going backwards. Why go forwards?
Donnan.
Donnan. That
Yeah.
was
I
like,
might be
that just
pronouncing it wrong. But
popped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You're just like, holy
I was
shit.
I was driving, and I literally like pulled up because I knew I've been there before. It was amazing. So I was like, oh my god, we have to go look at this castle.
Yeah, like
To the-
skidded in.
Which, by the way, I had to drive on the left side of the road.
Yeah,
No,
she
and
drove the entire trip.
My
so.
dumbass got an SUV. So
Yeah.
we were literally the car.
We kind of got
was the
like
same
bribed into that.
size
Yeah.
Of the road.
In some cases, bigger than the road.
When you're riding the what are the bumpies? The reflectory things.
Yeah, the little
And the other lane at the same time. You're like, I am bigger than this lane.
Yeah, it was a little
So.
scary. But yeah, that I believe.
And I was not drinking and driving, for those of you wondering.
I
we
believe
did
we
get
found out
cabs
later
on our
on
distillery days.
that I believe we found out later on that castle was the castle that was used in Highlander, the movie, which I know you haven't seen, but
Oh.
many of you have seen the one where Sean Connery loses his head. That scene, it's in that castle, so it was kind of cool. And then Edinburgh, I loved Edinburgh. That was a fun town.
All I care about in Edinburgh is the fact that I held a tiny owl and I want one.
That's not true. You got to see Tom Riddle's grave.
I
and you
did.
loved
That was very cool. I'm a big we're both actually big Harry Potter buffs.
Yep.
And on my birthday, Vic had planned like a little Harry Potter tour. So we went around the city and we saw Tom Riddle's grave and we saw like the inspiration for Diagon Alley. We saw a place where her handprints. We were super nerds. Okay,
Yeah, we
don't
nerded
judge
it out.
us.
We went to the coffee shop where she wrote the book. We went to the hotel where she wrote the last chapters of the last book. The reason why we're talking about Tom Riddle's grave is there was a cemetery that if you go to looks like Godric's Hollow, and it's where she would walk through and get inspirations for the names for people in the book. And if you go to Edinburgh, it literally looks like you step back in time, and it's kind of like a magical. The entire place looks like a giant magical castle, so you can kind of see where she got the inspiration for everything. It was a lot of fun. Plus, it was a fun. I mean, everybody was great. You know, Scottish people are just unbelievably friendly.
Vic
Great.
likes bagpipes.
Except the bagpipes. Yeah, I could have lived without one more bagpipe in my life. But I do like haggis. I do like haggis. I gotta admit, I like the haggis.
I love Scotland. I could live in Scotland tomorrow.
Yeah, I could live in Edinburgh.
Zurich.
I liked Zurich. Zurich is, if you think that New York and London are a little pricey, Zurich's a special place.
Yeah, Zurich's definitely top 3 most expensive cities I've been to. And we
Yeah.
didn't know that going in until
No.
we got there and we wanted to get a bottle of water and it was $5.
And 10 cents.
Because it was like $1 to 0.99 francs.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's pretty much 1 to 1.
It was a.
And,
However, we did even though I wound up with a small bout of food poisoning. The restaurant that we went to that night was freaking incredible.
I shouldn't laugh, but you got so sick.
The chef Tino Staub.
So sick.
Tino, if you're listening, throwing one out to you.
Oh my God. What do you stop giving people free promo? Make them give us money.
I would have gone with food.
Yes, just feed me.
What was it? The
No, it was
Witter
good though.
Witter Kitchen and Bar.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
both.
the name of the
The
restaurant
Witter
in there.
Hotel.
Yeah, the Widow Hotel, the restaurant in there, and again, the chef was Tino Staub. It was wild the way he did it. The menu was set up by flavors, and it was like really cool. The food was amazing. I couldn't eat that much of it, but every bite was incredible.
Yeah.
So it was fun. So we've done a bit of traveling.
And we fucked a lot, so
Well, yeah, because it was your birthday, and we had to do that.
Had all the sex, ate all the things, and there you go.
And drank all the
we
scotch.
moved, and we moved.
And we moved.
This has been happening in I'm talking about like since the last month.
Yeah, basically.
It's been nonstop.
Yeah, we had your birthday, my birthday, moved, and 2 trips.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And then we moved. My favorite part about our move was the first night our bathroom flooded.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was off to a good start. And then our air conditioning broke.
Mm-hmm.
And then something else happened.
Yeah,
Vic doesn't like moving.
At all.
He was not the happiest of campers.
No.
I'm happy to have a bigger place.
It is bigger. It's nice.
In New York, it's like...
We still live in New York City. We still live in... Look at me, people. We still live in New York City. Haven't left, and we're still married, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah. We do
And
not.
let me tell you something. If everything that we went through in the last couple of months and all the craziness and move, we didn't divorce over it, we're never divorcing. As a matter of fact, we didn't really even argue that much.
What?
Over this whole, I mean, the move and
No.
everything was pretty stressful,
We never
too.
argue.
Yeah. I mean,
Sometimes I tell you to go fuck off, but that's
What
it.
do you mean sometimes? That's like, that's how you say good morning.
Did you have a good birthday?
I had a great birthday. Somebody spoiled me rotten.
Yes.
I got treated well. Did you have a nice
'Cause you
anniversary?
got the good bang out.
We didn't even talk about the
What?
anniversary.
It was good.
Did you have a nice
Yeah.
one?
Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the sex in detail? Because we can go there.
I mean,
Or do you want to...
I'm sure there are a lot of people out there taking notes.
No, our anniversary was good. It was just like a month-long wild ride.
Yeah.
It was literally from moving, my birthday, your birthday, anniversary.
And we did 11 podcasts.
Yeah,
in the process.
somehow in between. So, but it was fun. I liked it. There you go. So now you're all caught up with our life.
And if
Or
we,
you just fast forwarded to this part because you really don't give a fuck.
we might have
Oh,
bored
and
you
the
to
other
tears.
thing, our hot water went out.
Oh yeah,
that was
we,
the other
no,
one.
it didn't go out. We
Or
didn't
whatever.
even have it
Yeah, we
when we
didn't
moved
have
in.
hot
Went to go
water.
take a shower the first time, and I wound up in the. Luckily, we have a guest bathroom now. Went to go take a shower, turned the water on, and I'm like, this is not getting hot at all. I was like, shit.
So yeah, so that's what's been going on.
Yeah, so that's the.
The dogs
some of
are
it.
good. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. We're getting a lot of really good
Yeah, we're getting a lot.
reviews, and
We don't mind constructive criticism.
my
so, you know,
my
you
favorite
have
thing
any
is when I'm
questions?
camming on Cam Soda. Shameless.
We've lost count at this
When
point.
people come in and like my asshole's up in the air, and I'm like, "Yeah, tip me and make my pussy vibrate," and they're like, I love your last podcast episode." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Listen, people.
Time and place.
People understand what's important.
Time and place. But I appreciate it. So thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, we really actually do appreciate it. And you can follow the two of us on Instagram. I'm Evil Genius Vic, and you are.
Okay, Dani Daniels.
So you can give us,
at
suggestions.
this.
Tell us what you think about the podcast so far. We'd love to hear your opinions. Please call in.
No, I don't want-
there's no phone.
Oh
There'll
God.
be no
Anyway,
call-ins.
I'm changing the subject. So like a week ago, I had you guys ask us more fan questions,
Oh boy.
and I wrote them down, and
Oh,
then I
boy.
forgot.
Oh boy.
So I don't remember what I wrote down.
So here we go.
So
It's
this
gonna be a
is
wild
new.
ride.
This is gonna be new. So I thought we'd do some because we don't really do these very often.
No.
So let's do it. Strap in. Buckle up, buckaroo. Favorite? Vic, someone asked Vic's favorite. No one gives a fuck about me.
Yeah,
Whiskey and cigar combo.
I don't smoke. I've never
doesn't.
smoked in my life. Anything for that matter. But I don't know.
Do you top 3 favorite whiskeys?
My top 3 favorite whiskeys right now, probably Bunnahabhain 18, Bolveni Caribbean Cask, and Kilchoman Lochgorm.
Ooh. Okay.
It's probably.
My favorite is Bunnahabhain 25, even though this guy didn't ask me, but I want to be included. Oh. I got sassy and then I stumped myself.
I like the 25.
If I had to drink one Scotch for the rest of my life, it'd probably be Bunnahabhain 25.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. If I
If
had
I
it.
could have any Scotch, unlimited, it would be the Bunnahabhain champagne finish.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't make it anymore.
Yeah.
it's
And it's
sold out.
If
but
you
that
can
was,
get your hands on that,
okay, yeah, grab a bottle of
give
that
it
and
to
run.
me.
The Sauterne finish is pretty
The
damn
Sauterne
good too.
finish is good. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, I have top 3 now. So Bunnahabhain 25, Open's Old Teddy.
Oh, Open's Old Teddy's
It's
awesome.
one of my favorites. These are 2 that I've had the 25 before, but I appreciated it after this trip. And the Old Teddy I've never had. What Open did, not to go into a long detailed story, but they had a grandfather, father, and son that all worked for the distillery. And Teddy, there was Old Teddy, Teddy, and the son's name, which wasn't Teddy.
Yeah,
so
not
I called
Teddy.
him Not Teddy. I don't remember his
I think she
actual
gave
name.
him a permanent
I don't know.
nickname for life. He's now
And
not
they're like,
Teddy.
oh, that's a good idea. We'll just call him that. So Not Teddy blended, I think, with his father, with
Yeah.
not old Teddy. Not Teddy and not old Teddy got together and made Old Teddy, which was from the whiskey that their grandfather made.
Yes. Yeah, and that was
Which was like the coolest story. And then we tried it and it was amazing. So if you can get your hands on that, which is easier, try that. They're not paying me. I wish they would.
or at least just send the case of that shit.
And one more.
I tell you,
I don't know.
We keep skipping over, and I don't want to, but what was that Lafroig? They were Lafroig 30-year-old that we had.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God!
I think that was like 30 drams in.
And there was.
I know my last one. The Ardbeg that we had. Oh no.
The Supernova?
No, the other one. Oh fuck! I lost it. It'll come to me.
Yeah,
I'll blurt it out.
The Ardbeg Supernova is really good, but there was a bunch of the
I can't pronounce.
There was a bunch of the Lafroigs that we tried, and there were a couple that aren't available anymore. I believe one was about 30 years old. Barry, wherever you are, help me out here. But I remember.
Are you talking about the ones they like release every year?
No, yeah, there was one that he gave us, and I'd have to go back and take a look at a picture because we did a lot of Lafroig, but there was one he gave us that was just like the smokiest, smoothest Scotch I've had in a long time.
We should have brought Scotch to this episode.
Yeah, what were we thinking, man? We could have brought a
I
bottle.
need to do subject because now I want to drink. Next fan question: do I enjoy anal sex? Sorry, man. Who is? I don't remember writing these down. Who is your inspiration?
For?
I don't know. I just wrote that down. I guess that was the whole question.
Okay, my grandfather.
Oh, that's cute.
Like, that's the truth.
I think my inspiration is Darwin.
Darwin. No, he's my spirit animal.
I don't have any inspirations.
Okay.
All right. That was a lame question. All right, that wasn't a good answer.
Next.
I don't enjoy anal, and I don't have an inspiration. I do like my butt licked, though. Like, you can lick it. You can stick your tongue around it. I'm into that. I like when people, like I said this on the TV show, but I like when people knock on the door. I just don't like you to come inside. So
in pretty much every aspect of your life.
If you're like eating my pussy, you just want to go check it out. You know, you can poke down there. Favorite yoga pose?
Mine or yours?
I don't know. I like downward dog.
Yeah. Downward facing dog, doggy style pose. That's my. I'm gonna go with cow pose. I like a good
What's cow pose?
Yeah, there you go. See, now you're gonna.
There's no cow pose.
There's cow pose.
Is it sleeping?
It is. It's sleeping cow.
No, what is it?
It's cow pose.
We explain. There's not a cow. There's not a cow pose.
Absolutely cow pose. I'll show you. Go look it up, folks.
Oh, okay. I like downward facing dog if I'm trying to be sexy, but in real life, I just like a good pigeon pose, which isn't as sexy.
Don't they have one
like
called
if I'm doing a hoe show?
Baby pose or something?
If I'm doing a hoe show, I'm doing downward facing dog. If I'm actually doing yoga, I'm doing pigeon pose.
What's that pose they always put Mia in?
Oh, the backbendy one?
No, not the one. The one where like her ass is just sticking out. I think it's pigeon. It's like a modified.
Is it like one of her legs is forward?
No, both of them are back. She looks like, I don't know.
Oh, cobra?
Is that it? Yeah, maybe.
She's
whatever.
Like cobra pose. Mia's got good yoga butt. Poor Mia.
She's like perpetual. Even on the show, she talked about
that was her worst mistake, is to letting people in porn know that you're bendy, because that's all you will ever do.
You become a pretzel.
Next question. Quote, please never become old.
Oh, okay. I'm good with that. I mean, since we have a 23-year age difference, you will never be old to me.
Old.
So it works out well.
I just turned 30. I guess I'm old.
No.
I'm like used old expired milk. You have to smell me now?
It's like, all right, you're good still. We're good.
Do you have sex with other couples?
No.
No. No. We're monogamous.
No. Yeah. Not interested.
Yeah. That's a lame question.
Yeah.
We're like, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
How did Vic propose?
Well, my wife had asked me if I ever thought of proposing to make sure that I didn't do it someplace public or make a spectacle.
I'm actually in real life, I'm very shy. I don't like attention.
She does not like attention whatsoever. So thinking about that and trying to make sure that I paid attention to my future wife's wishes, I proposed on New Year's Eve in Times Square.
When the ball dropped. In front of everyone.
3.7
and it was
million
mortifying.
people.
And I legitimately was like, this is the love of my life, but I might say no because I'm real fucking pissed right now.
She wasn't. Don't let her kid you. She
Yes,
was.
I was.
She cried and she
I
said
did cry
yes
because it
right
was cute. Anytime anyone gets proposed to, they're gonna cry.
away. So yeah, that was the proposal.
Quote, I'm balling on a budget. Should I get the premium or join DaniDaniels.com?
Get them both.
No, he's balling on a budget. So if you want, okay,
I
always say if you want shows every day and you want something different every day, and do dailybush.com. If you like a ton of content, like I think I'm up to like over 600 videos, and you just like, you don't mind watching the same videos over and over, you want access to like hundreds of videos and hundreds of photo sets, do DaniDaniels.com. Just depends on your
Sounds
preference.
reasonable. Yeah.
Or do both. If you're balling on a budget and you get out of budget, then treat yourself. Treat your cock, man. You beat it every day.
Yeah. It's the only one you'll have.
Who cooks? Wait, I can't read my own handwriting.
I definitely can't.
Who cooks?
I cook, she bakes.
Who does laundry?
She does the laundry.
I actually really like doing laundry. I'm weird.
I actually like doing the laundry, but the laundry's done before I get home,
Yeah.
so I never.
I enjoy a good laundry doing. I like to fold clothes. I'm just,
And I'm not complaining.
I'm just a hoe and a homemaker. Who walks the dogs?
There is no walking of the dogs. Isla goes out on the porch, and Darwin, for those of you who don't know, is handicapped. So usually I squeeze Darwin. He has to be squeezed in the tub to pee.
Yeah.
But
we have to express his bladder.
yeah, I'd say probably
He has a wheelchair, but they're not. Frenchies aren't active dogs. They don't like being walked long distances. They have trouble breathing. So Darwin can do about 3 blocks, and he gets a little tired, so we don't push him.
Yeah,
and Isla will get in the elevator and start panting because she has so much dog anxiety. Like, she needs those CBD pills. We should try that.
She needs doggy downers is what she needs.
Yeah, she literally gets in the elevator and she goes, and everyone's like, "Is your dog okay?" And I'm like, "We haven't left the apartment yet." She just does this, and then after a block, she's done. So they don't really walk.
And those of you who aren't in New York City, if you ever come to New York City, it is the French Bulldog capital of the world because we all have small apartments. It really is difficult to walk the dogs. French Bulldogs literally will go downstairs, pee, and then go, okay, it's time for me to go back to bed. So there's a reason why everybody likes them. Yeah, they're. And when they wake up from eating, then they decide to take a nap.
Yeah,
so
basically. Quote, what are both your What are both your third favorite landlocked African country?
My third favorite?
What?
Well, I'm going to have to go with, I'm thinking, well, see, the Rumble in the Jungle was in Zaire, so that's got to be number 1.
No, wait, I don't care about 1. This person cares about 3.
I'm trying to count them down. So that would be I think Chad is landlocked. But Chad's a great name, so that's got to be 2.
Oh, it's landlocked. Fuck, I forgot that part.
It's got to be landlocked. So
I don't even know if my
so you're
answer
thinking
is
like
landlocked.
sub-Saharan Africa. I'm gonna go with.
Dude, I can't even name more than 3.
Botswana.
Botswana. It's not Botswana. We're gonna get hate mail. Don't say that.
It's like Botswana.
I'm triggered.
Botswana. Botswana.
I like Zimbabwe because I like to say the word Zimbabwe, and also my first best friend was from Zimbabwe.
But I believe that might be on.
I know. That's why I said I think it's not landlocked.
Yeah, but whatever.
But
I like
Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
And if it has to be landlocked, then inner Zimbabwe.
Upper Zimbabwe. There used to be an
That
Upper
is a
Volta.
real fucking question. Like, why would you ask that? I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't get it either. Whatever.
No, but that wouldn't be 3. I really want to go to Tanzania.
Tanzania.
But that's not
Tanzania
landlocked. No, it's on the upper.
Yeah,
that
I'm
way.
trying to. It's on the Indian Ocean coast, I think. I don't know. I'm looking at the map in my head, like it's like whatever.
Okay, next question.
Geography.
How did you get to know each other?
How did we meet, or how did we get to?
I don't know. It's not my question.
Well, okay, so we met, we became friends, we talked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then we decided one day
and then
after.
he stuck his penis inside me, and it was love.
And it was love at first penising.
It fit like a Cinderella shoe and a slipper thing, but
Actually,
with a penis.
if we could be honest, we actually fell in love and decided to be together and did not
we
have
actually,
sex for weeks.
weeks, try a month,
Yeah.
over a month.
Over a month.
Yeah. Yeah. Old school, baby.
Yeah. We met each other's parents
Taking
first.
it back to the 1950s.
Hey, it worked. So,
So,
whatever.
Yep. Highly recommend, actually. Not the parent meeting thing. That was like actually
that was
an
just
accident.
bizarre. Yeah, that was just bizarre.
But the waiting, because usually like you fuck someone and you're like, you have dick, like for me, you get dick eyes and you're like, well, that guy has a great
pussy
cock.
blinders, yeah.
It's cool that he doesn't have a job and he wants to live on my couch because his dick is great.
Yeah.
And then you wake up, oh, that was a bad idea.
Yeah. Anyway.
What are we dressing up for Halloween?
I'm going as Peter.
You're going to wear it?
I'm going as Peter.
You're really going to wear it?
I'm thinking
So Vic
Peter.
doesn't like Halloween.
Not even a little bit.
Hence the pumpkin conversation. It's my favorite holiday. So I dress up all the time for cosplay. So like basically my job is Halloween. But we don't usually dress up. And so I've been trying to convince Vic to dress up. I wanted him to dress up as Professor X. He wouldn't do it. And I wanted to push him around in a wheelchair all
Too
night.
easy.
The bald head, he wouldn't do it.
Too easy.
There was something else. Oh, I wanted to be like a housewife and you were Mr. Clean. You wouldn't do it.
And
At
at
all
one
these
point in
different-
time, you wanted me to go as Plan B, I think.
Yeah, I
too.
wanted you to go as Plan B and you wouldn't do it. I wanted you to paint your head like a Plan B pill.
Yeah.
And,
Therapy. I'm going to need therapy.
so he wouldn't dress up. And so this year I convinced him because his costume is literally a t-shirt. And
It says Peter.
It says Peter, Peter, and I'm dressing up as a pumpkin. So there you go.
That's the
Figure it out.
winner.
So that's the closest he's going to get. And if you did, I had a backup plan. If you didn't dress up this year, I was going to go as Bill Nye.
I like Bill Nye.
I do have a Bill Nye
Nye's a good one.
costume.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm so excited. You're going to wear this shirt. Vic's thought on your porn career.
Thought? Okay, we're done.
No, like, what are your thoughts?
I don't. It's your career. What would my thoughts have anything to do with your career?
People want to know what
People
you
wanna
think.
know.
I'm assuming.
Never seen any of her movies. I never planned to see any of her movies. I'm proud of her for having a great career and creating a brand and a name for herself in not the easiest industry on the planet. And that's about it.
Oh, thanks, babe.
You're
That's
welcome.
very sweet.
But it's the truth. Look at that.
New Snapchat name, Dani Not in Ghana.
Shameless book number 63.
But this is not the
I like it.
thing. I can show you.
Danny, not in Ghana. Danny with one N.
And for those of you that don't know how to spell Ghana,
Ghana. Sadly, we know too well.
somebody asked me if I do Skype shows. I do not. I only am on Cam Soda twice a week.
Buck 64.
Shameless. Favorite food?
Paella.
Yeah. Not mine, but yeah, I agree with you. I took him for paella for his birthday.
Yep. We actually went to Valencia to have paella once because that's where it was invented. Because we're crazy like that.
My favorite food is dick. Your lemon pasta. That's
I can
really
see that,
good.
yeah.
Like if he needs to get laid, which he doesn't, because he gets laid. If he made that, he'd get it.
And follow up with
You
a
get it.
Sambuca shot. Just look at the intro to this.
Revert back to episode one.
No, just revert back to the intro.
Favorite? Like, we get this question a lot. Like just in general, favorite restaurants in New York.
Oh wow. There's so many good ones. Like Italian restaurants, I like Emilio Bellato. I like Norma's. Mexican Skinny's Cantina over in Long Island City. Mike, I owed you one. Wolfgang's for steak, Keen's for steak. I mean, we can go on for hours. It depends on what kind of food you're looking for. What was the sushi place that we love?
I only know like where things are. I don't know the names of them.
One of my
Like I know how to walk there.
one of my all-time favorite restaurants was Degustation, but it went out
It did.
just recently.
Yeah.
And then like there's a
Womp womp.
Hoi.
I like the hidden fondue place.
The
What's
Alpine
the name of that
Chalet.
place?
It was the Alpine Chalet.
No, what's like the
I
restaurant?
can't remember what the restaurant in the
Ah, we
front is.
suck. We're not prepared.
And then Ho Yi, the hot pot
Hot
place on 2nd Avenue, which is
pot.
like
I love hot pot.
we'll be there probably more than any other place in New York.
If you ever want to find me in New York and you
Yeah.
don't know where, try going to
Hot
this hot pot place because
Or-
I'm there like once a week.
Or Wolfgang Steakhouse because
Yeah.
they're friends. So
Yeah. Pretty much.
yeah, it is. I mean,
Did you say the Sicilian place yet?
Norma's.
Norma's,
Norma's for Sicilian Italian and Emilio Bellato for Napoletana Italian are probably the two best in the city, in my opinion. Luzo's for
What
pizza,
if somebody
Joe's
wants
for a
a
slice, Essa Bagel,
What's the one
and
we went
Tompkins
to
for
the first time we
bagels.
went to dinner?
Oh,
That one's good
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Starts with an M.
Yes.
Keep wanting to say Moriarty. What the fuck? Like from Sherlock?
I cannot. It's Denny Meyer's place on Lexington. Maialino.
Maialino. That wasn't even close to Moriarty. What? I don't even know.
And them.
Okay, last question. Favorite show on Broadway right now, and don't do what I know you're gonna do and
Well, I'm gonna
give
say
our
it.
don't even.
But it's the truth. My favorite show on Broadway right now is Book of Mormon.
That's because Dave.
Right back at you, Dave. Second favorite's probably Beetlejuice.
But Dave is fantastic. But I knew you were gonna say that. Don't say Book of Mormon.
But it's my favorite show on Broadway.
We've seen this damn show
738 times. As a
Like,
matter of fact, Dave, where are my tickets?
I just
Where are my
literally,
tickets?
I'm never seeing this show again.
I'm going
I love
again.
you, Dave.
I'm going again.
Dave Thomas Brown is the lead, and I love him. But I'm
Shit,
never
we flew
seeing
to-
it again.
We flew to London to see him in the show.
It's so good. Go check it out. That was a shameless plug.
Beetlejuice.
But really
Beetlejuice is amazing.
favorite. Yeah.
No,
If we don't count Book of Mormon because we're biased, because it's our friend and he's
I don't
incredible
know.
in it.
I mean, I'm a Broadway geek, so I love a lot of them. I loved Hadestown. I loved Beetlejuice. I loved Hamilton.
I want Patrick Page to come on that podcast.
Yeah, I'd love to get Patrick Page on. Just
From
Hadestown. When we're actually not going to
plays
show him his face, we're just going to listen to his voice.
Yeah.
It's like
He's
somebody
got the, sexiest, raspy, deep,
like he swallowed 4 cans of Drano, smoked 3 cigars, and came on the air with a great voice.
I like Beetlejuice too.
Beetlejuice is great. There's a bunch of great plays.
Yeah, we went to Hamilton for your birthday.
Yeah, we did Hamilton for my birthday, and
Beetlejuice
I really
is
enjoyed
great
it.
because Beetlejuice is all over TikTok right now, and so it's like hysterical to me. Because for those of you that don't know, I'm obsessed with TikTok.
One of our
The end. There was no point to that story.
Yeah.
It just felt like I wanted to mention it.
one of our friends, Jacob, is one of the associate producers on that. He's got a couple of plays on Broadway right now, and I haven't seen any of them yet, but I'm sure they're amazing because he's an incredible
Because we haven't
producer.
been in town.
Yeah, he's doing the LBJ one-man show, the Lyndon Baines Johnson one-man show that I really want to see.
Okay, so from what you've seen, if someone was coming to New York and you wanted to recommend 3 things to see, what would you pick? Something good, something funny, and something serious.
Something serious?
Yeah.
We haven't really seen a lot of serious, so I don't know what's on Broadway. I mean, if you want to see something serious, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure To Kill a Mockingbird is amazing.
I heard that's really good.
Funny, if you want to see non-musical, the play that went wrong, if it's still running.
Damn it, I was going to say that.
Play that went wrong.
Stole it. That is my favorite. Probably my favorite.
If you can, honestly.
If you I like dumb humor. Is that slapstick? Like, I like
Yeah,
overly obvious, just like Three Stooges type humor, and it's got that vibe, and it has like a mystery.
You want the serious musical, Hadestown.
Yeah.
Serious
serious.
musical, Hadestown or Hamilton. Hamilton is the history. I was a history major. The history in Hamilton is fantastic. They do a great job with it. But if you want to go to see one show, I swear to God, I'd send you to Book of Mormon. Even before Dave was in the lead.
We did go to London to see him.
Even before Dave was in the lead, it's probably one of my top 5 plays of all time.
One of my favorite moments is when we saw it in London, and we went backstage to see him after, and his friend, another cast member was there, and he was like, "Oh, these are my friends, from New York," and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing in London?" We're like, "Oh, we came here to see the show." He's like, "Really?"
We're like, what's wrong with you people? Like, well, lots, whatever.
But yes, so there you go. There's your answer. Those are the questions.
Okay, great.
That's it.
Yay.
Those are the fan questions. I want to ask your questions.
Oh.
Is this it? This is it.
Okay.
So Vic has his Vic's 10 inches. 10, Vic's 10, did I say inches? And you've never answered these,
me.
and you ask people them, and then I throw a fix. I'm like, you've never answered them. So I'm going to ask. Are you ready?
Yes.
For the hot seat?
Okay.
Are you paying attention?
I'm paying attention.
What's the most annoying question people ask you?
Are you really married to Dani Daniels? By far the most annoying question on especially when they were like, "No, you're not."
Do people ask you that?
Oh God, I get it all the
I
time.
didn't know that.
Oh my God, I get constant questions like, "Oh, we know it's just a PR stunt." Yeah, that's the world's greatest PR stunt.
What's your favorite way to eat a potato?
Vodka. Definitely vodka.
I thought you were going to say like what we saw in Scotland. Or not in Scotland, in Zurich.
Oh, which one?
When we were in Zurich, we went to a fondue restaurant, and on the menu they had it translated in English. And my favorite, it was like a potato, like a whole potato with the little mini guys. And the translation was potatoes in their jackets. And I read it and I looked at it and I was like, I wish I could re-answer that question because my favorite way to eat a potato is potatoes in their jackets.
Potatoes in their jackets.
But what was your actual answer?
Vodka.
Oh, God. Okay. What would the title of your autobiography be?
The Quick and the Dead.
Why?
Why not? Or I like aardvarks.
Backstory. I was doing this. I had this hippie moment where I was like, okay, one of us is going to die first. Hopefully we die together, but one of us is going to go first. So we have to have animals. So in case we come back as an animal, or they say like, people say like, oh, I see a butterfly. I know it's my mom or whatever. So like, okay, let's do animals. So I was like, I'm going to come back as an owl because owls are badass. And I was like, what are you going to come back as? And he goes,
an aardvark.
I was like, fucking why? And he's like, I like aardvarks. I'm like, what are the chances I'm going to see an aardvark in New York? None.
That's the thing though. If you do,
if I do,
then you absolutely. I like aardvark. It's like, you know what? When you're standing in line, you have to go in alphabetical order. Aardvark's always going to win. It's a double A.
Anteater would win.
No, it's A-N. Aardvark is A-A.
Oh. All right. I can't argue with that. What is the biggest turning point in your life so far?
Meeting you.
Aw, so gross. That's so sweet. What are you most proud of?
That's a good question. Probably.
It's your question.
Yeah, I know.
You just said that's a good question. It's your question.
I write good questions. I'm a good writer. Have you read my book yet? Wait for the Corn. I haven't shamelessly plugged that yet.
That's a great question.
That's a good question.
Good thing I wrote it my fucking self.
Probably my kids.
Aw,
probably.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm probably most proud.
I can understand that. If you didn't say your kids, I'd probably judge you.
Probably my kids.
Where am I? What takes up too much of your time?
Social media, by far.
What is your favorite smell? Don't. Keep it YouTube friendly.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, there goes that right out the window. Okay.
But also, what are you going to say?
Fine. Then let's just go with pipe tobacco.
Oh, yeah. I
for
forgot about
clove
that.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I don't like smoke.
Yeah, Vic doesn't smoke, but he loves what he just said, and I love smoke. I used to smoke cloves all the time, and I still do occasionally, and I like smoking pipe tobacco, and I let him pick the scent, because then you can smell it, because that's love, right?
Mm-hmm.
What gets you fired up? What was the other smell you were going to say?
Honeydew.
I fucking knew it.
What gets me fired up?
Vic thinks my pussy tastes like salted honeydew.
Because it does. I don't think. I know. That's exactly what it tastes like. What gets me fired up?
So that's such an Italian thing, too.
Probably the news. Just reading the bullshit. Having worked in politics a chunk of my life, just reading the bullshit that comes out on a daily basis. Like the bullshit
in the sense of like, the way they write the news, or the bullshit in the sense...
Look to the right.
Or the bullshit in the sense of like do you look at the news and you're like, fuck, I know exactly why they titled it that and did that? Or
most of the time it's I know the crap that they're selling and what the reality is behind it, and it's never the crap that they're selling. I grew up in politics. I lived a chunk of my life literally on both sides of the aisle at one point or another. And some of the things that I've learned is most of what you see and most of what you hear and most of what these people claim that they're famous for is just a load of horse shit. And after a while, you'll be like, oh, God, shut up. Just shut up. So, yeah, that's probably
what about the good. What about the other part of fired up?
The good side of fired up? What gets me fired up? Waking up to you every morning.
Aw, so gross, babe.
I know. I'm trying to get laid later. Just saying.
Vic doesn't let me wear clothes to bed. I don't know why I needed to share that with the class, but I've always thought that was really funny. Yes. He doesn't care about anything. He has no rules. We communicate. There's nothing. There's no, you can't do this. You can't do that. It's talk it out, except for He does not like when I wear clothes to bed.
Scratchy.
Which I understand, because then you like to touch the butt in any way.
Scratchy.
What do you wish you knew more about?
Physics.
Why?
I was always interested in it. I just like, it always amazes me how all of these atoms form together and you got a table and they don't just fall apart. You can't stick your finger through it. So yeah, physics is something that's always interested.
What is the one question you would want everyone you meet to answer?
It would have to be YouTube friendly still.
No, do it.
No, I'd say so. The one question I would want people to answer is, are you religious?
Would you want to know the religion, or do you
no,
just
I don't
curious?
care. I just want to know how far your religion takes you, because that gives me pretty much an idea of whether I want to talk to you or not.
That's pretty deep.
No, you asked.
What's the non YouTube friendly one?
No, that's the good one.
No, what's the other one? I want to know.
Are you smelly? Sorry.
Do you smell?
Do you smell?
Just smell the person.
I may not want to get that close. That's what I'm going to ask him.
That's how you know you live in New York. You've been in too many Ubers. You're like, well.
I mean, the city does have a urine smell to it.
Oh, my God. Yeah, when we travel, fun fact, when we travel and we're like by bars and stuff and we smell piss, we're like, we miss New York.
New York.
Should we shamelessly plug this?
Yeah, shamelessly plug. Hey, we have a podcast.
You should listen to our podcast if you guys.
If you haven't figured that one out, just come to the podcast. Yeah.
No, you go. Plug your book.
Wait for the Corn. You can find it on Amazon.
You didn't bring your book.
I didn't bring a book. I know.
Look, we don't have a guest, so you just half-assed it today?
I know. Actually, the next guest, who won't be the next guest you see, but she actually has a quote on the back of my book, Lauren.
They have to tune in to find out who it is, Vic.
There are a million Laurens.
You're giving it away.
Not too many redheaded
There's
Laurens.
not a lot of. Okay.
Whatever.
You just gave it away again. You just gave a hint.
When that happens. Hints.
All right. What else?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Evil Genius Vic.
What's your TikTok?
I do.
The big issues here.
Everything is Evil Genius Vic. You can pretty much find me by looking up Evil Genius Vic. There you go. Other shameless plug. I am married. Married to her, and we are not in Ghana.
Please stop sending us hate mail.
Please stop. Please stop asking dumb
death
fucking
threats.
questions.
We'd appreciate it.
Use Google.
I don't want your iTunes cards.
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
So mine is AKA Dani Daniels on Twitter and Instagram. My Snapchat is Dani Not in Ghana, Ghana. Dani is spelled Dani, and I feel like I need to tell people that, which is scary. My TikTok is Dani Daniels TikTok, because Dani Daniels was taken, and AKA Dani Daniels was taken, and probably some scammers using it. So Dani Daniels TikTok. You can go buy my barbecue sauce, because I just made a TikTok and someone noticed it in the fridge, and it was, so now everyone's like, you have a barbecue sauce? I do. A percentage of it goes to building homes for homeless vets, and you can get it at shopddbox.com along with other stuff. My coffee. I don't know why I did that voice.
We are actually
there you go.
Where we should be getting in. There are still some barbecue sauce available. I know the spice rub.
The spice rub's sold out, but we're working on getting more.
The name of the barbecue sauce is
Dani Daniels Wet and Sloppy.
And the spice?
Dani Daniels Rub and Tug. Look, don't give me Scotch and ask me to name things.
I give her lots of Scotch. That's a reason for this.
And wait, but my mic. And what else? That's pretty much it.
You got everything?
Right? I think that's it.
You sure?
There's a lot of shit to promo, man. I can't hit it all in one day.
All right, sounds good.
I stay busy. Oh, Ho Shows, dailybush.com,
and don't forget the TV show.
Thank you guys for listening to us. Please.
And if you can, the TV show, Dinner with Dani.
Yeah, all the things.
Hey.
What else?
And we're done.
Is that it? Is there more things? Should we just make more things?
We're going to call this episode...
If you guys are listening, by the way,
Dani
we
and
should
Vic's
mention this.
shameless
If
plugs.
you're listening to this, you can also watch this
on
YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, you can also listen to this.
Yeah.
If you don't want to look at my face without a dick in it, you can just go listen on iTunes or at the2onions.com.
There you go.
So there you go.
And the YouTube is Dani Daniels Official. We're done.
God, is that it? That took fucking 4 minutes.
Yeah. We have a lot to talk about. All right. We have to get our next guest in here. See
All right.
you next
Thank
time,
you guys
folks.
for listening. I love you. I'm going to go change my shirt because I actually bring shirts so that it looks like it's a different day.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Good night, guys. Bye.